Welcome, everybody. I'm Janet Feld. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and we're in the music room. I have braved the ever-present long line outside the museum. I have used my prepaid pass to get in faster than the rest. I go down the escalator by a pre-recorded tour, trying to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I am climbing up the marble stairs that leads to the Italian Renaissance artists in a great hall. There are painted saints and saviors from the Middle Ages en route to the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. There are tourists who've been riding on big buses round the city. Now they're crowding with their selfie sticks toward the famous spot. I am pulled into their lane, rushing in the same direction, trying to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I am in her special room, I am finally going to see her, but there's literally 200 people in my way, holding up their smartphone cameras, pressing on the barricade, trying to see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. But even in this madness, she takes my breath away with her mysterious smile and her eyes that follow me. I take pictures while I can still breathe in the middle of this crowd. I have seen the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. I take pictures while I can still breathe in the middle of this crowd. I have seen the Mona Lisa at the Louvre.
Welcome, Janet. It is so great to have you. I know Randy's been talking to you quite a bit. And here you are, finally, from Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, it's great to be here, Helen, and thanks so much for having me. And thanks to everybody who's come to listen today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. The Mona Lisa. Well, that's a pretty, obviously your song pretty much says it all. I've been there, and same thing.
You've been in that crowd, haven't you?
I've been there. Yes. But, so, if you want to expound on, you can.
Well, I'm happy to say that that was the fourth time I'd been in Paris. That's a good sentence. And here's another good sentence. I was there with my husband on our honeymoon. And it was the first time he'd ever been, and he's a visual artist. And so that he was seeing paintings, the original paintings of, certain artists that he'd seen only prints of. And then, because of his, education, he was able to tell me about certain aspects of certain paintings that I was like, wow, who knew?
Yeah.
He did.
Well, cool. So you had your own personal tour guide with all the knowledge.
But also, I think one of the best parts about it was just seeing the look on his face.
Oh,
that was one of the best things about our honeymoon was just there he is standing in front of an original Da Vinci that he had never seen the original of.
Right. Yeah. All thanks to you, Mama. You have another song, which I can't wait to hear. It's called The Woodstock Generation. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my husband and I went to Florida because both of us have sisters that moved there during the pandemic, and our sisters and brother-in-laws retired and moved down there, and neither of us had been there for years. And I had this my vision of what it was like to be a snowbird, or go on vacation in Florida came from when I used to go visit my grandmother in Miami Beach in the 70s. And so when we got there, my assumptions were challenged. Everything, all the details in this song are true. You might be surprised what's happening with us boomers now when hippies grow old and retire. All that tie-dye rock and roll from the summer of love, we've imported to neighborhoods for the over 55. Twice a week there's drumming circle on the beach, with freestyle dancing as the sun goes down. Gentle yoga, shaman blessings, meditation too. Organic vegan salad bars in every joint in town. 'Cause the Woodstock generation are snowbirds now. Our soundtrack is the Stones and Grateful Dead. There's bingo night, shuffleboard and bridge, but that's not the only way we're feeding our heads. Granted, we take Lipitor instead of LSD, practice Reiki but have a PCP. Magic mushrooms heal our trauma, therapists show us how, instead of parties watching tracers, quoting Be Here Now. So honey, let's go down to Pilates on the dock and swim with the dolphins by the shore. Smoke a do while strolling on the boardwalk, then do some shopping at the Crystal Store. 'Cause the Woodstock generation are snowbirds now. Our soundtracks, Joni, Dylan, and the Dead. There's Zumba, pickleball, and bridge, but that's not the only way we're feeding our heads. Feed your head, feed your head, feed your head.
You're one creative lady. That's awesome. Very cool. I'll let you tune.
Any guitar players here? Excellent. Randy is. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, my guitar was in what you would call standard tuning. The mnemonic I teach my adult students for the letter names of the strings, going from the fattest string to the skinniest string, is every acid dealer gets busted eventually. I did, when I taught children, I used something different. I learned this from a 10-year-old boy. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. You're kidding. You learned that from a 10-year-old boy? So what I'm doing right now is I'm changing the notes of the strings. I'm tuning the guitar to what you would call a chord. And what that means is there's a bunch of notes and you play them together and they sound good.
That's right.
That's what a chord is. Can you tell I'm a teacher?
Yeah, just a little bit.
One of my jobs in life, really missions in life, is let's just take the mystery out of it. Because very often when I teach people, especially adults, when they're about to learn stuff from me, they feel like, oh my God, she's going to teach us calculus. But actually, I'm about to teach you arithmetic, because music is 1 + 1 = 2. I've been teaching music to people of all ages since the 1980s, and I know from my experience that the only thing that has to be true in order to learn is that you feel like it.
There you go.
What's that?
And if they don't, you can't hammer it into their head.
That's right. You have to want to.
That's right. You have a song called Real Again. Tell us about that.
Well, I wrote the song with my friend Lauren Solon, and we were in California. He's from California, and we were hanging out with a bunch of friends, camping in Big Sur. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So there we are under the redwood trees, playing music by the the Big Sur River, and he and I were a friend of ours had given a bunch of us a song prompt, and we were writing that song. He and I were sitting, the two of us. We'd pick names out of a hat to see who we were going to be paired up with, and so we were writing a song based on the prompt. And then in the middle of writing the song, he told me this incredible story about his son, who's now an adult, but something that had happened when his son was like 3.5 or 4 years old. And as soon as he told me the story, I was like, Lauren, that's the song we're supposed to write. And so this song is called Real Again. And the chorus of the song is pretty much word for word what his son said. Little man in his car seat, talking up a blue streak. Mile after mile we tune him out. Suddenly it's quiet, but it's not his style. We turn around to see what it's about. When in a voice not quite his own, he said, you know, this is all just a dream. We asked, what do you mean? He said, this life is part of God's dream, and when we die it will be over, then we'll be real again. Little man in his car seat, talking up a blue streak. His mom and I are speechless for a while. I said, I've been searching for truth in those books and gurus, but it's come to us in our child. When in a voice not quite his own, he said, you know, this is all just a dream. We asked, what do you mean? He said, this life is part of God's dream, and when we die it will be over, then we'll be real again. And when we die we will awaken, then we'll be real again.
Wow. Out of the mouth of babes, huh?
Out of the mouth of babes. So you
Yeah.
could see why, like, when he told me that story, I was just like, that's the song.
Yeah.
And, and then, of course, sometimes when you're writing a song, if anybody's ever written a song, you've got a verse, you have a chorus, and then you hit what we call second verse hell. And his wife, Linda, came over and started talking some more about what had happened and some other details about what's happened with their son since. His name's Kai. And that helped us finish the song. Because it triggered Lauren to remember, like, he'd spent time at ashrams and this yoga retreat and that silent meditation, blah, 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 blah. But it was his son, in that moment. And he was
That's
just
pretty
like,
wild.
whoa, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Sometimes the message comes to you,
Right. You have a song that you co-wrote with Crow Johnson Evans called Meet Me at the Meadow. Tell us about that.
Well, have y'all ever heard Crow Johnson?
I haven't, no.
Well, she's, I met her in 1990. It was the first time I ever drove to Texas, and I'd been to the Kerrville Folk Festival for the first time in 1989. I met my friend Bernice Lewis, waiting online for the outhouse. Is that a typical Kerrville story?
Oh, yeah.
She's also from Massachusetts, but we had to go to Texas to meet.
Wow.
But she took me on the road with her, and I was working as a side musician with her, and she really taught me how to tour, actually. And as soon as we stopped at Crow's house in northwest Arkansas, and she's just one of those people that, like, as soon as we met, we were like, oh, you, friends for life, you and me. And so she and I have been, we were in touch, but we hadn't seen each other in a really long time. And then they invited her to come back to the festival 4 years ago, and we reconnected. And, you know, for a couple years in a row, I was playing guitar for her so she would sing, because she hadn't played music in about 20 years.
Wow.
And this is after a lifetime of being a touring musician. And, you know, just a lot of years of caring for elderly parents was mostly what's going on. And she didn't think she'd ever play music again. And I was like, let me be your Brandy Carlisle. And so she and I started writing together. She's like, how come you and I never wrote any songs together? I'm like, I have no idea, but why don't we just start doing that now? And every week we get on Zoom, me in Massachusetts and her in Arkansas, and we write songs. And we've got about a dozen songs that we've written now. And now, for the first time in over 20 years, she's recording an album.
Wow. Is she playing guitar again?
She's playing guitar again and playing banjo again and playing piano again and getting her voice back in shape and I totally will. She's just amazing. And so writing with her is a blast, and I love the technology. So we wrote this song. So this is what happens when you co-write, you get different perspectives, right? And I'm a Massachusetts girl and she's an Arkansas girl. And I told her, you know, so she's the one who came up with the opening line, which is, it's happening right now. Put on your boots and meet me at the meadow. I'm like, Crow, let's be clear. If I wrote that song by myself, it would be put on your Crocs and meet me at the deli. It's happening right now. Put on your boots and meet me at the meadow. It's happening right now. A night full of stars and old guitars and people singing along. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Happened way back then. Your granddad sat right here with your grandma. It happened way back then. A night full of stars and old guitars and people singing along. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A gentle breeze, trees are swaying to the sound of the songs we're playing. It's happening right now on sacred ground where ashes have been scattered. It's happening right now. Spirits whisper soft and sweet as they sing along. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're gonna this coming May at the Kerrville Folk Festival. Both of us are teaching workshops while we're there. She's going to teach a songwriting workshop, and I'm actually going to help her talk about co-writing. And I'm teaching a guitar workshop, but also while we're there, one of the camps at Camp Cuisine, we're going to do a little late afternoon show and show off a set of our co-written songs. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, I bet. They're going to love it out there. Spirit animal.
All right.
Tell.
Well, I meditate every day for everybody's safety. You think I'm kidding?
Meditate.
Meditate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now, in my imagination, me and Deepak Chopra are like this.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So, spirit animal, maybe you'll relate. I wish that I could say my spirit animal was something ethereal and cool. Something that flies or gracefully tries to go with the flow of a godly pool. I'd wake up every morning, stretch into asana, drink my herbal tea and sing hallelujah. But when I wake and meditate, my mind is like a dog chasing squirrels in the rain, bounding between a calming word and the dangerous neighborhood in my brain. Are the voices in my head bothering you? Perhaps interrupting the voices in yours. I wish that I could say my spirit animal was a leopard so comfortable and strong, easily prowling through thick jungle trees, knowing it's just where I belong. But truth be told, I just like to wear clothes that looks like they're fur from head to toe. And when I wake and meditate, my mind is like a dog chasing squirrels in the rain, bounding between a calming word and the dangerous neighborhood in my brain. It's easy to find peace on a summer day, resting by a crystal lake. Not so much in the middle of a traffic jam, wondering how much more can I take. But what if I could breathe in, breathe out when I feel peace or want to shout, like when I wake and meditate and my mind is like a dog chasing squirrels in the rain, bounding between a calming word and the dangerous neighborhood in my brain. All right, here's the sing-along part. It goes like this. Om. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Om. Thank you very much.
Oh, how fun. So you're a puppy dog.
You know, yeah.
That's
Golden
a good
retriever, you know.
Hey, You know what? Unconditional love and all that goes with a dog. That's a good spirit animal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have another song, and that is called Irish Serenade.
Well, I'm going to tune my guitar back to standard tuning for that.
Okay.
So back at home, I have my own music school. I call it Janet's Planet Music Lessons for Humanoids. I don't like to assume. And these days, I taught general music to children, preschool through 8th grade for 32 years, and I loved it. And after 32 years, I thought, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, put your time in.
I did, and you know, working with kids is just fantastic. And now I work with adults since 2017, and but one of the things I started doing right around then was for 10 years. With the help of my husband, we were leading music-focused vacation tours to Ireland, and so last summer was the series finale. You know, we decided after 10 summers of doing that you know, it's time to move on to other adventures. But really, it's been a really special time. And one of the things, my husband is of Irish descent. His grandparents on both sides were from Ireland. And so we connected with cousins over there.
Oh, neat.
He knew he had this one cousin Maureen, but she's the oldest of 10.
Wow.
You know, and her father was the younger brother of his grandfather, and he looks exactly like him. So we met the cousins, right? And they look right at my husband, and they're like, "You look just like my father."
Oh,
You know,
wow.
and then we put him, I have the photograph of him standing right next to a photo of their father, and it's like, whoa, cookie cutter face.
Wow.
I think you guys share a gene pool. So that's pretty cool. But we also discovered that a couple of the siblings live in the Boston area, and we just didn't know.
Oh, my gosh.
So we've got like a whole bunch of, about a dozen cousins that we didn't know about living in Boston. Or the Boston
Wow.
area.
Have you gotten together with him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the following, because he grew up in South Boston, which was traditionally an Irish neighborhood. It's not so much anymore, but every year they have a St. Patrick's Day parade. And the house he grew up in is right on the parade route. So we had them over for the parade, and they brought a full Irish breakfast.
Wow.
So there was like this table full of amazing food, and we turned the couch around toward the bay windows and sat in the nice warm house, you know, because March is cold in Massachusetts.
That's right.
And watched the parade.
Cool.
So one of the things that we had on our itinerary was a nighttime kayaking excursion in West Cork in the town of Skibbereen. And the first time we went out on a body of water called Loch Hyne, this song fell into the boat. My poor husband, I was supposed to be steering. Thank God he's patient. My oars touch the water. There's stars in the sky. Paddling on Loch Hyne on a cool August night. Black ripples light up every time we touch down. Creatures sparkle with each stroke, laughter all around. Skibbereen in summer, an Irish serenade. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. We glide to the other side. There's musicians waiting there With violins and guitars, they sing in the sweet air. It feels like fairies are tagging along, flying through the evening while the band plays a song. Skibbereen in summer, an Irish serenade, the Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. As above, so below, light and darkness dance. The boat glides faster, rowing slowly, like life that happens while we make other plans. My oars touch the water. There's stars in the sky, paddling on Lochine on a cool August night. Skibbereen in summer, an Irish serenade, the Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. The Milky Way and Orion shine like the tiny beings living in the lake. Thank you.
You paint such beautiful pictures.
Thank you so much.
Very nice. You have another song called Outdoor Cat.
Oh.
Is that inspired by a kitty that you might have?
Yeah. It's actually, it's about one of my favorite road dogs. My friend, if you haven't heard Michael Lilly, run, do not walk, and find his music online. He's just a wonderful songwriter. I know him from the Kerrville Folk Festival, and one of the songs, my newest album is called Kerrville Covers, and it's really a love letter to some of my favorite people and songwriters that I know from the festival. And one of the songs I feature on the album is he wrote with our friend Kate Wallace, and in 2023, I got to split a night with him in Kerrville at the Music at the Mansion series. And it was so great to see him and hear him. Get to not just play music with him, but I hadn't seen him in a bunch of years. And he'd gone off the road, after years of touring. He spent 20 years working first for Elixir Guitar Strings and then for Taylor Guitars, demonstrating guitars and doing fairs for them and stuff. And he's one of those people, like, he plays the guitar like he's breathing, like he's so good. Like, I want to be him when I grow up as a guitar player. He's so good. When I caught up with him, he had just started touring again, and he, 20 years of corporate was like, okay, I have enough money to retire now. And he bought himself an RV and a trailer to put his motorcycle in, and put all of his guitars in the RV, and that's what he does. He tours around. So he's the outdoor cat. Okay. This is for him. This is also proof that it can be really dangerous to be friends with a songwriter, because you tell a songwriter about the personal details of your life, and then we put it in a song and sing it over a public address system. He's not the kind to tolerate getting to Claude so he can work in a cubicle all day long. He likes to spend his days rolling down the road with handmade guitars in his mobile abode. He might hang around with friends for especially if there's time to play some music in it. He's an outdoor cat, roaming free. He'll sing you a song for a meal and company, stretch out for a nap, let you scratch under his chin, till he heads down the highway again. He's an outdoor cat. He's an outdoor cat. Once he met a woman who captured his heart. She was right up his alley, beautiful and wicked smart. He was tempted to become a domesticated dude, but he couldn't contain his restless attitude. He howled and cried, driving away, but it's hard to change the nature of a stray. He's an outdoor cat, roaming free. He'll sing you a song for a meal and company, stretch out for a nap, let you scratch under his chin, till he heads down the highway again. He's an outdoor cat. He's an outdoor cat. He's an outdoor cat.
Does he know you wrote that song about
Yes,
him?
I did. In fact, I made him a little video, and it was the term outdoor cat came directly from the conversation we'd had, and anyway, so I sent it to him, and he sent me back a text that said meow.
That's great.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Now, I'm wondering if this song might be an autobiographical one. It's called My Artist Life.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
So, a year ago, January, I had the opportunity to be part of this 12-week thing that another Kerrville friend, Carrie Cooper. Have you had Carrie Cooper here?
We had her and Tom here when they were married.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, she does this thing called Real People, Real Songs. And at first, when she asked me if I wanted to be part of it, I was like, no, thank you. And it was just because I was scared. And because what she does is for 12 weeks, once at the beginning of the week, she gives you a one-word prompt. And then you have a week to write a song based on the prompt. And then you have to make a video of yourself performing the song and upload it to this private Facebook page to share with the group. But no pressure. And I first said no thank you. And then she posted something on Facebook that was like, there's only 2 seats left. And you ever have those like, I call them spiritual marching orders. I could hear it in my head. It was like, do it. You there. So I wrote to her and I said, can I take one of those seats? Is there still space? And she said yes. And every week she would drop a word and I would think, what the hell am I going to write about that? And sometimes I would descend into my inner calcitrant teenager and think, oh, that's a good word. Not, But, and I wrote all the songs at the last minute. But every single week, I totally surprised myself. Like every week, it was like, wow, I didn't know I had that in me. And then out of the 12 songs, like I didn't think I'd get any keepers out of that. But like I got like 4 keepers out of 12, which I was like, wow.
That's great.
That's cool. So this is one of them. It's going to be the title cut of an album I'm going to release next year. The prompt was harmony, and the song is called My Artist Life. And yes, it's definitely autobiographical.
Okay.
One voice, 2 voices, less than 3, singing now in harmony in the playroom with my toys, listening to each Beatles voice. Learned each word of every song and did my best to sing along. John, Paul, then George's part, then replayed the album from the start. Can't buy me love 8 days a week, gateway drugs for a music geek, weekend morning filled with bliss. Didn't know not every kid did this. Fifty-something years gone by, it's still my favorite way to fly, to find where my voice fits just right, moving through my artist life. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I like that. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
So they did it.
There's my friends right there.
Yeah. That's actually what attracted Randy and I to one another, is our love for the Beatles.
No kidding. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, in the 32 years that I taught general non-elective music to children, I taught in all sorts of settings. I taught in schools, I taught in camps, I taught in the country, I taught in the city. I taught all kinds of people from all kinds of places and all kinds of backgrounds. And I always had kids who loved the Beatles.
Isn't that wild?
So it was I had to put Beatles songs in my repertoire.
Yeah.
And like, who doesn't love Yellow Submarine? I mean, hello. And I started doing, I do this in my concerts with adults sometimes. I do a cover of Blackbird, and I do it as a call and response because that's how I did it with the children.
Oh,
And it's so much more fun that way because then you actually get to learn the words.
that's right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Next song on the list, Z is for Zorro.
Okay. So speaking of song prompts, last September I came to Texas for the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance Conference in Austin. And when you checked in at the registration table, they gave you the opportunity to pick a song prompt if you wanted to. Now, because I had had such a good experience with Carrie Cooper, I thought, sure, what the heck? So I pulled one out of the jar, and it says, Z is for Zorro. And I'm thinking, well, whoever put this down was smoked something really strong. And then as proof that, like, for me personally, like, drugs are so not necessary because, like, I'm weird enough as it is, I immediately had the voice of the Cookie Monster in my head going, Z is for Zorro. That's good enough for me. You know? But despite that, I wrote this song. Z is for Zorro. So with a title as weird as that, I suppose you're bound to get a weird song. Who was that masked man riding off in a cloud of dust? Who was that masked man saving me from myself? He swooped in with both sword in hand, traced the letter Z in the sand, The sight cleared my messy mind, placed my feet where I could find them. Who was that masked man? A mantra back to my center. Who was that masked man? An internal peace defender. When my mind wandered away, where there's no safe place to stay, the vision of him guided me around back to solid ground. Oh, who knew that a cartoon hero from black and white TV could be an image of healing living inside of me? Who was that masked man riding off in a cloud of dust? Who was that masked man saving me from myself? Who was that masked man? A mantra back to my center. Who was that masked man? An internal peace defender.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
your favorite Zorro?
Whoever played him on TV, not the cartoon, the live guy from the 60s. I don't know. I have no idea who the actor was, but I was really taken. I mean, my TV watching was very limited as a child, but
The first one, and then there was, I know, it was Guy Williams, maybe?
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Who it
He
was?
was the father on Lost in Space.
Oh, and he was Zorro also? Oh, my gosh.
Anthony Banderas.
Well, he was a defender. You know, the thing is that, and this really struck me deeply as a child, is like, you know, he was the one defending the downtrodden. You know, he was always helping the underdog. And there was something about that I was very taken by as a child, you know, and
How do you say Robin Hood in Spanish?
no idea.
This has been great. You're quite amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And, you know, I've been getting up in front of people and performing since I was 17 years old in the late 70s. And the first time I ever got on a stage, my hands shook like this. Like there was going to be like no finger picking, okay? And I was so scared. And I sang the first song I'd ever written with one of my high school friends, and the Cat Stevens song, Father and Son. And somewhere in the middle of the second song, my nerves settled a little bit. And as I was walking off the stage, I thought, I want to do that again. Not realizing that meant I was screwed for life.
There you go.
And so here I am. Last November, I turned 65 years old, and here I am. But I get to be here because you guys show up. And so thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for inviting me, you know, Randy and Helen. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You've got another song to take us out of the show tonight. It's called Who's the Buddha talking to? Tell us about that one.
Well, so one of the songs I feature on the Kerrville Covers album was written by Tom Prasada Rao. May he rest in peace. And Tom Kimmel. Do you guys know Tom Kimmel?
No, I know who he is. He's never been here. Tom Rao has.
Well, they were touring together at one point in Houston, around Texas, and they were in Houston, and they had this encounter with a homeless man who called himself the Can Man. And there was something about the interaction that was very moving to the both of them, and they wrote this song called See Myself in You, and which I feature on the album. And both of them just brilliant songwriters, great when they wrote songs together, and I just love them so much. So one night I was having trouble sleeping, and there I am lying there with my laptop on my chest. I'm on Facebook.
Oh, God.
Right?
Maybe that's why you're having trouble sleeping.
Yeah, seriously, you think?
Yeah, maybe.
A little overstimulated by social media. And so, actually, when I did the show with Michael Lilly in Kerrville, it turns out he was the one who had given Tom Kimmel this plastic Buddha drinking a cup of coffee and talking on the telephone. And Tom took a picture of it sitting on his dashboard of his car and stuck it up on Facebook. And so I found it, and I'm typing it in the comments, who's the Buddha talking to? And as soon as I typed that in, I got the song download. So that was another hour or so that I didn't sleep. So let me leave you with this. Who's the Buddha talking to? Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Jesus, Moses, Joan of Arc, and Muhammad too could be sharing deepest thoughts with him this afternoon. Could be Lao Tzu talking all about the Tao Te Ching, or Lilith on the stars and the phases of the moon. Oh, who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Throughout time when the prophets were called to lead, they took a leap of faith with no guarantees. Every time, every one of them questioned the divine, then chose to show us how to walk in love and peace. So who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. Who's the Buddha talking to? He's talking on the phone. So everyone is worthy to heal someone in need. Every day it can be you who gets to plant the seed. An act of kindness seems so small but is bigger than the sea. When someone pays it forward and it ripples endlessly, ripples endlessly, ripples endlessly. Oh, who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Who's the Buddha talking to? He could be talking to you. Could be talking to you. He could be talking to you.
Again, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to having you back in and seeing what you do and where you go from here.
All right.
I also want to thank our studio audience for coming out tonight to support you and
Yeah.
to support what we do here. Also, our listening audience, thank you for tuning in. We hope that you continue to do so because you are what makes us keep going here. Also, Jean and Barbara Moore and Bruce Davis are our photographers, and I know they're going to get you some wonderful pictures.
Can't wait to see them.
Thank you, Randy, back there in the back, mixing it all up and recording it. I know you're going to come out with some great stuff. And everybody keep tuning in. You are in the music room.